chokwadi pasi pano taona moto.
My name is Blessed Mhlanga. I wanted to find out from you, in your press conference you said that you are not going to be swayed by external innuendos or allegations into the party. But we understand that these allegations were not external, unless you are implying that last week's Politburo was attended by externals who produced a dossier on allegations of corruption and vote buying or place buying in ZANU-PF. Can you please clarify that, because we know that there was a dossier that was presented in
the path of delivering prosperity to the Zimbabwe people. I picked up about this dossier manufactured in South Africa 4 months ago, which we are talking about, and our president was already aware of it from that time, and we know he knew. And our South African friends knew the origin of that dossier. We also, as a party, knew of the attempts to foist turmoil within the party, to unduly propel a leadership contest which is off the timetable of the party at this particular juncture. We have a Congress coming in 2027-28, which will decide on what direction the party takes in terms of leadership. Some people may be impatient that that date may be a little bit too far, and outsiders may even lend these documents, these dossiers which you talk about. In fact, there was one at some time which was on the television as the Gold Mafia dossier. You know, they always come, they do come. And sometimes if they coincide with ambition within the liberation movement, somebody may even buy them, and he may then try to see what mileage he can get out of such dossiers. But when it comes before the Politburo, we are very sane people. We have been through it 1,000 times. 60 years of being ZANU-PF, we have seen it all. So in the end, those things, we just put them aside and we focus on the more important work at hand. We are not distracted by the dossiers which even your publishing house is prone to peddle. You try to foist those dossiers as if they are the all and every all about Zimbabwe. They are not, those dossiers. What I have talked to you about are what we are doing in the economy of Zimbabwe and the delivery of prosperity to Zimbabwe. Those are the things that nobody can announce. We are not, and my president in particular, this one, is unduly faced. Is not duly faced by some of these dossiers which you claim to be. Maybe one or two of his lieutenants, maybe one or two people in the Politburo may think it matters. Maybe they may think it can give them some mileage in a purported leadership contest. But the Politburo is not unduly moved by those things. We just look at it, we put it, we treat them like a dark flash of water as it begins to fly out of a pond.
Just a follow-up. You speak about the Congress that is coming in the near future. But your party has declared resolution number 1, and that it appears it's cast in stone. And your provinces are already endorsing the candidature of President Emerson Mnangagwa beyond 2030. So this Congress that you're talking about, is it just water under the bridge? Is it a done deal?
And in 5 years, this man has restored the currents of this country. This man has built a power-based energy in Wange, which nobody ever thought of. This man has given the country a steel plant, which is unparalleled on the African, even in European continent. This man, he have removed the country from being a beggar of the World Food Program for food for the Zimbabweans. We are now producing wheat for ourselves. This man is building roads, even on the budget of the country when nobody else wants to support us. This man is attracting investment on a world-class scale, like having steel plants by the best investors available on the global market. This man has put lithium plants where Zimbabwe can now aspire to become a producer of electric vehicle batteries, where our resources are not being exported raw, they are being beneficiated here, giving this country a chance to become part of the industrial revolution in a globalizing world. This man has made many young people become billionaires, or at least give them a US dollar food earnings per day by growing tobacco, by digging gold. Now there are blueberries, which are going even all over the global market. There is palpable prosperity which is being delivered to Zimbabwe, and the membership of ZANU-PF is happy with that man. They haven't seen anything which they may want to say can blemish him. So they say, they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what they are saying. He says, I'm a constitutionalist. I believe in 2 terms. I wrote that constitution. When my day comes, after my 2 terms, I go. That's his view. So let's wait for the date. But it doesn't stop us from working on a day-to-day issue, on the economic parameters which we are talking about. Because that debate should not become the be-all and everything about ZANU-PF. Yes, there are some people in ZANU-PF but the other people are saying, Shpela, Imbomirai, when you just check out Congress, Congress through the democratic process. The most important thing which ZANU-PF and which the president is doing is to safeguard the integrity of democratic choice by Zimbabweans in the selection of the leadership of Zimbabwe. This is so important. Any other method does not and will not meet the standards of ZANU-PF. And down of whatever. This is important. So they are not saying that they are going to close out the election for a particular individual. They are simply saying that when the time comes, so that's it. We cannot prescribe to a democratic people that we can't. This is a democratic party, it's a mass party. That's what ZANU-PF is. It's a mass party. Vanhu vanojoina ZANU-PF nekuda, vanobuda nekuda, vanosedza, vanosharudza maridha zavo nekuda. That's how we came into power in 1979, 1980 through democracy. But your paper wants to champion other people. Kunzidai vapindaiva umusiwo. Amuvote ZANU-PF papareni. Membership in ZANU-PF ndio inovota. You may make noise as much as you want on your paper, but it doesn't change the fact that it is membership of ZANU-PF which votes and not your newspaper. You may have the narcissism which may Alpha Media Holdings amufura vamu. Kwenda atikendenge nazo atina basa nacho kusaidia.
In terms of the people who flash wealth and who have been attempting to buy the Central Committee for a place in ZANU-PF has suddenly changed today. If I remember, correctly, in your last press conference, you were hard on Kuda Tagwirei, warning him that he can't use his cars to buy ZANU-PF. But today you appear to be causing up to him, saying that he has this wealth legitimately and he might be flamboyant, but it is understandable. Have you been censored?
In your head, it's not on my side. I haven't changed anything. No, you can't buy your way through ZANU-PF. And if I meet him, I'll tell him exactly like that. You can't buy his way through ZANU-PF. You know, it's a good thing. ZANU-PF. I'm going to take it because people feel very possessive about this party. Every family in Zimbabwe in the 70s and 60s had lost a member because they joined the liberation struggle. Vanhu vanoona ZANU-PF sechinhu chavo, saka they are jealous about their thing. Usaedze kuda kuchitenga because vanokuramba vakada kutenga. I can repeat that even if he's still in front. You can bring him before me. You can ask me that question T9, ndinomutaurira kuti ZANU-PF akutengwe vanhu. That I will do, because that's a revolutionary. It's a revolutionary canon about ZANU-PF. That's how it is. So I haven't changed. If there's any change about that statement, it's in your head, I repeat, not in mine.
Thank you very much, Comrade Spokesperson.